We're with Canada's Ben Flanagan, fourth today. That's around 13:43-ish.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Just to kind of take us through the race.
Yeah, there was a lot of late scratches, which changed the dynamic quite a bit. I mean, Edwin Kurgau was in there, Wale, who's an 8:05 steepler. So I was initially prepping for a race that was going to go out fast, because those are guys that like to lead from the start. Once they scratched, it kind of changed the landscape of it quite a bit. So windy first half, went out pretty slow, and then it was just a really fast last mile down Boylston, and unfortunately I just couldn't quite hang with the top contenders.
Was there an issue in the first mile with a car coming out?
Not for us.
No, okay, all right.
Not that I noticed.
Okay.
Maybe with the wheelchair athletes.
Okay.
Did something happen up there?
I heard a car kind of came through a barricade or something.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
We were good. Hopefully
Okay.
the women and wheelchair athletes were not affected either.
Do you know what your splits were coming through the first
Yeah.
mile, or?
I saw like 4:30 and 9, or like 8:58 to 9 flat for the first mile and 2 miles. So I guess that puts us at like, I'm guessing maybe a 4:10 to 4:15 last mile with a little downhill and tailwind.
Yeah.
So that was for me. The top guys are probably closer to 4:05, I guess.
Was that nice practice kind of for something to probably how the Olympic 5K is going to go, right? In the heats in the final of kind of dialing it up and really picking up that last mile?
Ideally, yes. It wasn't a huge confidence boost for how I didn't hang with it, right? So, I mean, I hope not. Like, the trouble with this time of year, like, I think I got a little bit too cute with, like, trying to just train through. I don't really like that term because I take every race opportunity pretty seriously, but this is the first time I tried to kind of, like, keep the volume high, and it didn't work. I just didn't quite have it. I just didn't feel great, which is a bummer because I get a lot of confidence from racing well, and walking away from a race feeling kind of mediocre, it doesn't sit well. So training's going well, but if I were to do it again, I would have prepared a little bit more specialized for this event.
So your build-up, you're still working through your build-up, heading into the trials essentially, and working into just being effective. What are your thoughts, I guess, in your build-up and training? What's the purpose kind of moving forward? Yeah,
it's all long-term focus. Since I hit the Olympic standard indoors, it sets me up really well to be selected by Canada. It's not a done deal at all, so I still need to prove myself, be selected by the committee. But since I've got such a long-term focus, I really want to keep training up, take advantage of this period where I don't necessarily have to race often, and build a strong base. And then I really want to specialize or sharpen up a lot closer to the trials so that I'm ready for ideally the games themselves.
My last question here, but the Pacific Distance Carnival 10,000 meter Canadian 10,000 meter championships, will you be there? I know you'll be in Ottawa for the road 10K champs, but do you plan to be going to Burnaby for another 10,000?
I really would love to, and maybe if I was a West Coast athlete, it would fit in a little well, or a little bit better. So I won't be at that one just because I try to avoid flying out west and back east as much as I can. So I love that event, and unfortunately just haven't been able to make it work. But I'll be in Ottawa for the 10K champs. I'm really looking forward to that, and then I'm planning on being in the trials as well. So I'm going to spend a lot of time in Canada, and at that time of year, I hope to be ready to put on more of a show than I did today.
One last thing. This is your golden retriever, right?
Yeah, this is Paris.
What's his name?
This is Paris. So yeah, we got her about a year ago from a nonprofit called Tattered Paws. She's from Turkey, and since her name was Paris, that my wife convinced me that it was a good sign to get her. So we got her, and so far she's been perfect. She's a little cutie. So
good luck, charm.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. So hopefully good omen. She helped me hit the Olympic standard this winter. So fingers crossed.
Thank you, Ben.
Thanks a lot.